This melody. Oh! Oh! Ah!
Adrian? Adrian, wake up. Your father had changed a lot. It poisoned him. It brought out his dark side, made him go mad. It burnt me.
Mom?
I was pregnant. Twins. The doctor said it was a miracle that I gave birth to 2 healthy children, despite my burns, despite all the suffering. A miracle. At first I didn't want you. You reminded me of him, of what happened, of my scars, the pain. I didn't want to live anymore. But then, these 2 little things just lying there, helpless, innocent. I took my parents-in-law's offer, and after more than a year in various hospitals, we moved here. I needed a hiding place. I didn't want to show my face to the world. You needed a family, and yes, I thought I understood. How would it all come to that?
And Samuel?
Your father didn't know that I was still alive, and he didn't know anything about you two. I started to hate him. He ruined my life, and his parents' life. When he turned up here, after his grandfather's death, I hid myself here in my rooms, and I waited for him to disappear again. Angelina was at boarding school, far away, safe. Friends had told Victoria that Samuel was a broken man after the fire, and didn't seem so nasty anymore. But I was still afraid of him. When the first murders happened, I sensed that Samuel's dark side had returned. However, Bates reassured me. He said that Samuel gave the impression of being quite balanced. And after all, the first incident, William's death, happened before he'd arrived. They didn't believe me when I told them how quickly and completely the curse would take control of him. Bates and Victoria blame themselves for that to this very day.
Did Angelina grow up in the castle?
No, not really. She went to various boarding schools and was only here during the holidays. A dreary castle and a disfigured, like me. Oh, not the right environment for a child. I think she was always happy when the holidays were over.
What happened then? Why did she look for me?
2 years ago, she came to visit the castle for a few weeks. She skulked around the place, read books. I didn't think she was in danger. All the other women of the family were left untouched by the curse, you see? But Somehow it struck her. It made her think that she was destined for something bigger. Whispered to her power and fame. Tempting for a child who perhaps never got the attention she needed. Once we worked out that she was absorbed in things that should never have seen the light of day, we took her away from here. We reinitiated the order and hired someone to track her down after she escaped.
Reginald Boris.
Right. Once he tracked her down to Bideford, sheer horror broke out within the order. What would she want from you? Your blood? We gave orders to do whatever was needed to keep Angelina away from you.
What was it that drove my father and great-grandfather mad?
The castle. It's the castle.
What do you mean, the castle?
Oh, you were a happy child. Both of you were. You enchanted the nurses and were my guiding light in a dark night. But your behavior changed here in the castle, Adrian. We'd have just been living here for a few years when you nearly killed your sister. You became aggressive, volatile. One day you pushed Angelina down the big staircase into the hall. It was a miracle that she only broke her arm. She could have been dead.
Did you give me away because of that?
I didn't give you away. It was for your own safety. But I saw Samuel's look in your eyes, Adrian. I was scared of my own little boy. Mrs. Michaels, the cook, who tried to pull me out of the flames and paid with her own health, took you on. You can't imagine how happy I was when I heard that your behavior became normal again in America.
You mean this castle made me sick? Made me go mad?
The people here believe that there is a curse on the Golden Hills. Perhaps the curse means that they drive themselves to disaster as long as they live here.
Did the Order imprison me in the bunker and kidnap me and take me to Wales?
No. We first found out from Miss Valley that you were here. We decided to get you away from here and tell you the plain truth. But it was like you suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth. We feared that Angelina had got to you.
It wasn't Angelina. Or at least not her alone. There was a man with a mask in the jail.
That wasn't one of us. Or at least I hope it wasn't. The Order searched the whole area and we finally found you in our own assembly room of all places. We drugged you and we took you to Wales, to Eleanor's old castle. Miss Valley was already on the way to explain everything to you. But when she arrived, you were gone.
What role do Bates and Lady Victoria play in all this?
They, like me, have witnessed what the curse can do to good people. So they've dedicated their lives to not letting it happen again.
They've brought the Order back into being. An Order that was founded centuries ago to fight against the curse and its repercussions.
Until it was forgotten. We'll pay dearly for that.
Who are the members of the Order?
Victoria, Bates, Eleanor, and myself are committed to the Order. But the others do the real work. The young Miss Valley, for example. She's the leader.
Because her brother Vic fell prey to Samuel.
That's right.
Who killed Angelina?
We don't know. Victoria thinks that Angelina might have done something to herself in her madness.
Pouring gas all over herself and setting herself on fire? Nonsense.
I know. Perhaps we have another adversary that we know nothing about.
Or...
Impossible. We followed you through the sewer system. You didn't have time to drive to the cliffs and kill her.
then it was the great unknown?
I doubt that we don't know him. It must be someone who knows about all the incidents in the
Who?
castle. If I knew, Angelina was a good child. She had recovered, just like you had. We should have just taken her away from here forever.
And what happens to me now?
You have to get away from here, as far as you possibly can. We don't know who killed Angelina. They could also be after you.
You mean after my blood?
That's why we have to get you out of here and organize a new identity for you. And secondly, you have to leave here under your own will. This castle, this whole area isn't good for you. You'll hallucinate and maybe...
You mean I'll see
I don't know. I only know that it made your father capable of butchering a 12-year-old boy.
All right then. I'll go.
Talk to Bates.
It's
all too much. I know. Goodbye, son.
So, you know now, Master Adrian.
Yes. Why didn't you say anything?
When I heard your accent, I thought it might be you, Master Adrian. But I only knew you as a child, and from what your adoptive mother said, I was only sure once you showed me the photograph of Miss Angelina.
You knew she was dead?
Yes. Her ladyship and I drove to the scene early this morning. Our source in the police informed us.
Why all the smoke and mirrors? Why didn't you just tell me what I needed to know?
We didn't know how you'd react. I went to the village a short while ago to inform Miss Valley and the others, but I couldn't find anyone. Lady Victoria thought it would be best to keep you occupied and keep an eye on you until...
That won't be necessary. I'll go of my own will.
I'm glad to hear that. Ask Lewis for the tickets. Sally should instruct him to collect the tickets from a travel agency in the next town.
Thank you, Bates. Where are the ladies?
They've retired. The last few days...
You know, there must still be an unknown.
Yes, I believe
Someone from the castle?
Or from the village.
And ultimately cleared their partner out of the way. Hey, Lewis.
What is it now?
Are you back already?
What are you talking about?
Bates said he'd sent Sally to you, so you drive her to the travel agent.
Why a travel agent? If he's thrown her out, it would be just as easy to put her on a train.
You mean Sally wasn't here?
I haven't seen her since this morning.
What's going on? Is he lying? Or Sally? Are one of those three the murderer? Well,
Not if I see you.
my God, Sally! She's dead. Oh, come on. Think, Darren. Bates may have well told her to sort out the tickets. The unknown antagonist, then that means all three of them could be innocent. Yeah, well, apart from Sally. She's the second. Her face is completely swollen. It looks as though she's been scalded. Oh, disgusting. Some bastard forced her face under the water. She either drowned or she died of shock. Is she pointing to something? What could she have been pointing to? Was something reflected there? I don't understand it. What could she have been pointing to? The water is boiling hot. But who was she in the way of? I should first look for some clues as to who the... That is so comfortable. A bench and a pile of towels. A pile of towels. What could she have been... The water is boiling hot. The water is boiling. Powder, makeup, and so on. The window's open. There really is something written on the tiles. A bee. Like Bates. That must mean that Bates isn't the murderer. I mean, how could Sally have written a bee on the tiles? And when? As her head was being held underwater and she was frantically fighting for her life? Or after the shock caused... I'm not gonna make it that easy for you. You're gonna have to be a bit more creative to throw me off the scent. Bates is the one I can trust the most. It seems the murderer wanted to keep me away from him. I have to talk. Oh no! The castle is burning! Okay, think, Darren. Towels. Some of them are huge. I'll take one of the very big ones. Excellent. It's dripping wet. Okay, Darren. Take a deep breath and go for it. Bates! Can you hear me?
Adrian, my boy, it's all over. The castle.
Don't worry, I'll get you out of here.
No. I've spent my whole life in this castle, and I want to die here.
But you...
Listen, boy. This castle drove your father and his father before him to disaster. Don't let it corrupt you too. Defend yourself against it.
How should I defend myself against it?
Get away from here and don't ever come back. You have a life in New England waiting for you. A good life, even if you don't see it like that. Run, Darren Michaels. Run and don't ever look back.
Okay, I'll go, but not before I found Angelina's murderer.
Ah, there you are. I was starting to worry I'd started the fire too soon.
What? It was you? You killed Angelina and the others? You set fire to the castle and imprisoned me?
I started the fire, yes. And I locked you in the bunker. But I'm no murderer. So don't force me to be one.
What is all this? What do you want?
This is no time for long explanations. The car's waiting. We're going on a little trip.
All right then, Lewis. What have you got to do with the Gordons? Why are you chasing this illusion?
I'm not interested in the curse.
He's only after the money.
That's impossible!
Hello, dear brother. So, you still haven't worked it out?
What? What are you doing?
I'm fulfilling my destiny. I will evoke Mordred's power and use it for my own purposes.
And Boris? And Sally? And my adoptive mother?
She guessed who I was when I was standing at her door. She wanted to warn the Order. I couldn't allow that. She banged her head on the side table. I thought she was dead.
What was all that with Reginald Boris?
The Order put him on my back, as I found out shortly after your mother's accident. Boris wanted to sideline me by putting me in the frame for Fuller's murder. My plan was to take you back with me to England. But as long as Boris was around, I was worried that he'd tell you all about me. So I flew back to England and called you up. And just as I expected, you turned up here like a shining hero to rescue me.
What's this all about? What do you want from me?
I cannot enter the Academy nor the Summoning Chamber without the blood of a male Gordon. You just can't imagine my disappointment when I had to acknowledge that Richard's blood wouldn't do, and my delight when I found you.
And the whole time you never knew about me?
No. Our mother and the others kept the secret very well hidden. But then I found some writings which told me everything. I came to Biddeford to wrap you around my little finger, and it worked well. I knew that we were bonded by something, and that you would do anything for me.
And your death? Who had to die for you?
The good Miss Valley built the Order back up again, after there had been no sign of it for almost 100 years. No wonder that she hung around there so much. Samuel, our father, killed her little brother Vic. I had to protect myself from her.
So you murdered her in cold blood and set her on fire.
And killed two birds with one stone. No pun intended. The Order lost its leader, and everyone thought I was dead to boot. All I had to do was forge my diary entries and lure you into the castle.
Wasn't that a big risk? Sending me into the castle?
Of course. But what choice did I have? I couldn't go myself, and Lewis had proven himself to be incapable. If anyone could fire the mosaic tiles, it was you. I guessed that you'd found out about our secret, but we always had a plan B for that eventuality.
Set fire to the castle and kill everyone in it?
How'd you arrive at that?
Mom?
Now, get in there. Stand there, Mother.
Listen, Angelina.
Shut it. Lewis, guard the door. Make sure that no one gets in or out. And you...
Let me guess. I've got to open the door.
Correct. Put the pieces in place.
The tile fits exactly into one of the grooves. The second tile fits too. Okay, all the time. There are 3 grooves in the stone plinth. There are 3 grooves in... That's strange. The candle on the plinth is burnt. There has to be something about the lion head in the flare. Maybe I can press it.
I don't think so. Cut open your hand on the wall.
You want me to...
Do it!
Don't do it, Darren. You mustn't open the gate for her.
I'll count to 3. 3.
Stop! All right. I'll do it.
That's it! Come on, get in there.
Impressive. It looks like it's been a real long time since anyone has been in here.
This is just the beginning. I can feel the power. Mordred is here. Very close.
Crap.
The Academy's builder picked 8 chosen ones who guard over the power. The gate should only be opened when all 8 are standing on these stone slabs. Otherwise, death will follow. So it says in the old writings.
Oh well, I guess we can forget that. There's just 4 of us.
Don't be stupid. You'll think of something, dear brother.
She's completely nuts. It's no good. It seems like each of the 8 slabs has to be loaded with weight. But what if one of the 8 chosen ones suddenly and irreplaceably dies? They must have taken some precautions against that happening. I better take a look around. There's a note lying here. There's a semicircle drawn on the note. It's made up of 8 different symbols. I reckon that this is some kind of a user manual for the floor slabs. There's a knife or something drawn on the 3rd tile from the left. Also, there's a flower on the outer left one. The left-hand middle one has a sun. The right-hand middle one. A total of 8 stone slabs embedded in... Let's see... That wasn't so great. Mom?
Yes, Adrian.
please stand on that stone slab?
If you say so.
There's some kind of mechanism fitted here. Lots. That didn't work. There must be another answer. Perhaps I should read through the slabs again, and then I've got to adjust the answers. It says here, dress of green and hat. On this panel is written, make things harder, make things soft, not too close. There's a rhyme on sail, but grind the main. Here's written in the air. That's it. The stone slab is locked into place, but nothing else is happening. Looks like the stone slab is locked. I think I've deactivated the stone slab. Okay, very carefully now. A knife was released when the trap was sprung. I'll take it. Mom?
Yes.
please stand on
Is-
this?
is
Yes. Levers, bars, buttons. I can choose whether I want to select the symbol on the left or right with the little levers. The bars can be moved, and it seems like I can enter the answer with the big button. Okay, I think I know now which rope I have to cut to spring the right trap. The stone block should land on the slab. I hope I'm not mistaken. A rope that must be connected to the mechanism. A rope that must be connected to the A rope that must be... Why are people so creative when it comes to weapons, war, and combat? If they were capable of building something like this, imagine all the good things they could have devised. Okay, I think I know now which rope I have to cut to spring the right trap. The stone block should land on the slab. I hope I'm not mistaken. Quickly now. Hopefully this is the right rope.
Are you doing?
That was...
One more slip up like that, and our mother gets it. Got it?
Yes, all right. It won't happen again.
That's what I thought.
Okay, now 4 of the stone slabs at the... This is my chance. I've got to convince Angelina and Louis to stand on the wrong slabs. Hopefully my plan's gonna work. Angelina?
What is it?
You have to stand on one of the stone slabs.
So I can then get a knife in my ribs? I don't think so.
The stone slabs are connected to the grate. If you don't stand on them, I can't open the grate.
Then she should stand on it. Where should she go?
Mom, can you please stand on the stone slab?
What is
Angelina?
it?
What do you want from me exactly?
You still don't get it. Have I got one stupid brother or what? Open the grate. You only have to press on all of the stone slabs.
Huh, on my own. How am I supposed to do that?
You'll think of something.
Listen, there's really no other way. We'll have to stand on the remaining slabs if the gate's gonna open.
All right then. But if there's any messing around...
Got it. I think I've disarmed all the traps. Mom, you stay there. Lewis stands over there.
I think we should swap places. You got nothing against that, have you?
Do what you want. Oops.
Very clever. And so ruthless.
Don't worry. You're next.
The weight is on the slab. What are you waiting for?
Lewis is dead. Don't you care?
He wouldn't have left these ruins alive anyway. Go on.
Some kind of holder. That's unbelievable.
Finally. Go on. Lead the way. Yes, Master.
What? Was that Mordred?
Run! Ah!
Whoa. Let's get out of here.
I heard something.
The Order. That must be the Order.
Stop him! He mustn't be allowed to evoke him!
Calm down, people. Damn! I'm on your side. Damn idiots. Oh, they want to make sure. Angelina isn't here, and she hasn't gone past me. Either she's still in the summoning chamber, or got in the labyrinth some other way. Whoa! The side doors closed when the big gate opened. There's a seriously deep abyss that way. Behind me is the Order, who'd rather kill me than...
He went that way.
There's no choice. It could be a trap. Is she here?
No.
Come, let's get you out of here.
No. Don't you understand, Adrian? It's not about me. It's not only about you either. Your father caused a lot of suffering, and I don't want you to become guilty too.
I don't intend to.
That's not your decision. These are powers that are greater than a single person.
Exactly. It's about infinite power. Divine power. Power that has been sleeping for too long. To the altar!
Screw you.
I don't like to repeat myself. Go to the altar and read from the book.
I don't like to repeat myself either. Screw you.
The next bullet is going through your kneecap.
You won't get any further without me. You can't kill me. You need me.
But I don't need her. And what can you do without an eye, a hand?
There is no curse. It's a mental illness. It's passed down from generation to generation and causes delusions.
Delusions. And what do you call this? Read.
Solakar, Usadir, Caraxo Zodere, Montarebe, Vaxto Sabrave, Malior, Vaxto Sabra, Malior im Ibute, Amenia Vibusadir, Amena Voxadakar.
Yes. Yes! And now?
Angelina, it's lunacy! Even if there was a curse, then it'd only affect the male Gordons.
No. No! Me too. I can hear them. The voices. They whisper to me. Always since you went.
Angelina, please!
I'm sorry, dear brother. I need your blood and no other. Ah!
Ah!